Mount Everest. This mountain is the tallest mountain in the world. Though humans have managed to conquer it, the history of conquering this mountain is both sorrowful and exhilarating. But did you know how many individuals lost their lives on the path to its conquest? American and British researchers, through extensive investigations into the deaths of mountaineers on Mount Everest, have uncovered fresh insights into the reason behind their fatalities. An international research team conducted the first comprehensive studies on the factors leading to the deaths of Everest climbers. These factors include harsh weather conditions, fatigue, cerebral edema, falls, and respiratory issues. These studies were carried out by North American and British researchers and were published in a British medical journal, categorizing Mount Everest as one of the most perilous mountains in the world. Since 1920, thousands of climbers have attempted to reach the summit of this mountain, which stands at an elevation of 29,000 feet. Over 200 individuals have lost their lives on this journey so far. Dr. Kent Moore, a physics professor at the University of Toronto, states that no extensive studies had been conducted in this regard before. After conducting these investigations, we now have a good understanding of the pivotal factors contributing to climbers' deaths on Everest. Researchers examined 212 deaths on Everest between the years 1921 and 1969. They made use of extensive record information from various sources. They found that 192 deaths occurred above the final camp, a statistic higher than other mountain fatalities. Harsh weather conditions accounted for 25% of these deaths. Above the altitude of 8,000 meters, individuals who hadn't experienced respiratory issues lost their lives primarily due to cerebral and brain-related problems, particularly cerebral edema. Many of those who perished on Everest were left behind by their groups, often due to exhaustion. Most climbers have perished at altitudes above 8,000 meters during their ascent, while locals, mainly from the Penang and Tibet regions, have lost their lives more frequently at lower altitudes. The journey to Everest takes about 60 days, and 80% of climbers lose their lives after reaching a summit. Dr. Virat, the lead researcher from the University of Massachusetts, states there was a notion that falls and respiratory issues were the primary causes of mountaineer deaths on Everest, but our research shows different results. One of the researchers says, "Our research has aimed to prevent fatalities on Mount Everest. Most of those who die on this mountain are young, leaving their friends and families bereft. Mountaineering is exhilarating, but necessary precautions must be taken to avoid unnecessary deaths. Climbers strive to attain the necessary readiness before embarking on their ascent. Mount Everest will remain in its place for another year and will not go anywhere. What is your opinion on this matter? Leave it in comments." Thank you for being with us so far. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you are interested about information, wonders on our contents, please subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to be aware of daily content.